So our next story is about inflation. So inflation is actually the highest it's been in 3 years, according to new government data out Wednesday.
Okay.
And consumer price index hit 4.2% in May, which is up 3.8% in April.
Mm-hmm.
Prices have soared on like a lot of things that we're buying every day, especially, coffee, God forbid.
Yeah.
And while the war in Iran, of course, has fueled a lot of the run up on these everyday items, the tariffs and actually drought conditions have also been playing a role in that.
Mm-hmm.
So the soaring fuel prices have specifically pushed up the price of transporting fresh produce and beef. So that's why you would probably see that beef is like at some of the highest prices it's been in like years. And those specifically vegetables and like beef have to be shipped in refrigerated trucks, which are less fuel efficient. Fun fact. And so other bad news is that summer travel, famously fuel for the planes, is costing a lot more. So summer travel flights are up 27%.
That's interesting. And you know what? That's a perfect segue. I'm actually going to skip ahead to a story that I put into the rundown today about how flight prices and flight predictions, we can no longer trust these flight pricing models.
Oh, okay.
Which
Why
I think
is
really interesting. So if you've ever waited to book a flight because Google Flights or Hopper told you prices might drop, this story is for you. And that is also for me because I am that person. I will track a flight and I'll be like, when is it going to be cheaper? According to a new article in The Atlantic, airfare prediction tools are struggling in today's travel environment because so many unexpected events are affecting these airline prices and they can't figure it out, right? So what's driving the uncertainty? What you just mentioned, rising oil, jet fuel prices, ongoing geopolitical conflicts affecting this global energy market, supply chain. Also, airlines have been cutting routes and reducing capacity. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Yeah.
But every single time I try to book a flight, it is so hard to get a direct flight now.
I know, even just like from LA to JFK, I feel
Literally.
like there are fewer flights and at weird times.
It's unbelievable. And if you have to stop in Colorado, you're going to be stuck there for a day. So it's like, I just can't be doing. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. But we should talk about these flight prediction apps, and they usually rely on this historic data.
Yes.
But when unexpected events happen, these past patterns become less reliable and like less predictable, right? You can't really use it as much. So in other words, these algorithms can't always predict these sudden fuel surcharges, route cancellations, or price spikes overall. So I don't know. The interesting part is that experts are saying that airfare prediction tools are usually pretty accurate, but right now, this period of uncertainty in everything.
Oh, yeah.
It has made it much harder to actually predict when you're going to get the best deal on a flight. So.
You know what? And that's not the only thing it's made harder. The economic uncertainty has impacted us in like every aspect of our lives. So I suppose the fact that the robots can't figure out the fuel prices does not surprise me because like we have experts who can't figure it out.
Literally.
So I'm like, all right, that makes sense, I suppose.